just give everyone a minute. So for today's chair yoga class, hopefully you're wearing something that's relatively comfortable. It doesn't have to be fancy or anything. And you just need a regular chair. So this is just a little kitchen chair. You can use your office chair. And just get yourself comfortable. So if there's anything that you'd like to work on in particular today, you can just type that in the chat if you'd like to focus on meditation, if you're feeling stressed, or if you have a particular area of focus, or if there's an injury or something, please let me know. I would also invite you to, if you're comfortable, to turn on your video, and that way I can actually provide cueing to what I'm seeing. But of course, if you don't feel comfortable with that, I understand. So to begin with, just allow yourself to become comfortable. And while we're waiting for the last few people to join, just sit towards the front of your chair and let your feet rest fully on the ground. I'm going to sit a little bit further back so that my feet show a bit more. So the toes all the way to the heels. And just let them rest here. And then bring your attention to your sitting bones. So your feet are resting comfortably on the ground. Maybe close your eyes and notice your sitting bones. Feel the weight of your sitting bones on the chair. And from here, bring your attention to your tailbone. Start to lengthen your tailbone and your spine to the neck. And then reaching the crown of the head up. So keeping the chin tucked or parallel to the ground, just start to lengthen your spine. So we're not raising the chin up. So it's more like tucking the chin slightly. The back of the neck becomes long. Now notice if you're taking a really stiff position, you can just release that stiffness. We want to be long, but still feel comfortable. Take a deep breath in and roll your shoulders back and then down and just let them relax and bring your hands into your lap. And if you haven't already done so, just close your eyes or soften your gaze if that's comfortable for you. And just start to notice your breath. Begin breathing in and out through your nose. Not making any changes, but just feeling your body respond to the breath. The in. Noticing the pause at the end of the inhale. The exhale through the nose. And the pause at the end of the exhale. I'm going to start with a brief scan of our body, beginning at the crown of our head. So continuing to breathe normally. Just noticing the crown of your head, moving down to your forehead and your face, inside your head, and just noticing how everything is feeling. Not trying to label it. Noticing any expressions perhaps that you're holding in your face, or any tightness or areas of ease and relaxation as well. Jaw, the lips, and then moving down through the neck and the shoulders. Again, just observing, taking note, and then moving on. Down through the chest, the back, the whole torso. Noticing the arms, the fingers, the legs, and down through the knees, down through the lower legs, all the way back down to the feet. Now releasing those observations, you can bring them back as required. Come back to your breath. Just start to be curious again about your breath. mindfully breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Perhaps you place one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly. And from here, we're going to start some diaphragmatic belly breathing. So you're going to breathe in through your nose and let your belly expand. And then let your chest expand. And exhale, releasing from the chest. And then the belly, squeezing the belly in as you exhale. And inhaling again. And exhaling. Squeezing the belly in. And one more time. Inhale. And exhale. And release your hands back to your lap. Tuck your chin to your chest, keeping your eyes closed for a moment. And then slowly flutter them open and bring your head back up. Okay, I'm going to start with just a little bit of movement around the neck and the shoulders. So you just draw the chin to the chest and then up to the sky. As you draw the chin up, take a deep breath in. And exhale, tuck your chin to your chest. Now hold it here. Breathe in here with your chin tucked. And exhale. And then back to center. Now look to the right, breathe in. Exhale, holding here. Breathe in back to center. And exhale to your left. So bring your chin to the left. Breathe in, holding here. And exhale back to center. Okay, take your left hand and draw it up and over to your right ear, so just across the head. Bring your right hand to the chair beside you. Just let your right shoulder drop. As you're sitting up tall, take a deep breath in. Draw your left shoulder, your left ear to your left shoulder, creating space along the whole right side. So your right hand is just down, letting the shoulder drop, and just breathe here. Notice if you're lifting your chin up and tuck your chin. Breathe here. Breathe into the right side. If you want to deepen the stretch, you can place your right hand on your right shoulder and just gently draw your right shoulder down, just creating that length here on the right side of the neck. And then slowly release your hands, bring your head back to neutral, and just nod the head up and down just a couple of times. And then left and right. Just adding a little bit of movement here. Okay, now to the other side. So draw your right hand up and over to the left ear. Left hand to the left chair and start to draw your right ear down. Breathe here. Remembering to tuck your chin. So it's as though you're holding a clementine with your chin on your chest. You can place your left hand on your left shoulder to deepen that stretch, but only if it feels good. And even close your eyes, coming into the sensation. And slowly release your right hand, your left hand, draw your head back to neutral. Nod the chin down and up a couple of times, and then left and right. Just noticing how that feels. It's so simple, right? Move into the shoulders now. Just take a few deep breaths in, and as you do so, draw your shoulders back. So you're opening your chest as you breathe in. Let the shoulders come down, and then exhale them forward and up. Inhale. And exhale, and just notice. So you can even make the movement a little bit free form, maybe even closing your eyes and noticing areas where maybe you feel like there's a crackling, or you have less range of motion, or you have sensation, or where it feels easeful. Anywhere that feels something, you might want to pause and just breathe there before moving on. And then you can open your eyes again, and we'll go in the other direction. So inhaling back and up, exhaling forward and down. And just do that a few times. Opening up the shoulders a little bit. Okay. Extend your arms long, and imagine that you're holding a light bulb with your fingers, and just start to rotate the hands out and in. Just noticing how that feels. Good. Okay. And release. Shake it out. Place your hands on your shoulders. We're going to make big circles with our elbows. So inhaling up and back. Exhaling down and forward. And 3 more. These big circles. Try to make them as big with the elbows as possible. And last one. Now we're going to make them a little bit smaller. Becoming more precise with the movement. And then going in the other direction. Starting to make them bigger. Noticing how that feels. I noticed when I was preparing for this class that my range of motion, I haven't done this particular exercise in some time. And so I'm noticing differences, particularly in the forward. So that just tells me it's information, right? It's just, okay, so that's something I need to do a little more often. Okay, release your hands and just shake them out and just notice, like, do you have any tension in here? Okay, you could just nod the head up and down. All right. So this next one is eagle arms from a chair, from a sitting position. We're going to start to bring the hips into it as well. Cross your right leg over the left. Keep your right foot flexed. So this foot that's crossed over is flexed up. Make sure you're sitting up nice and tall. So root your left foot, squeeze the thighs together, squeeze the belly and sit up tall. Extend your arms. You have 2 options for the arms. So first, relax your shoulders, bend your elbows, and bring them together, elbows and palms together. Okay, so this is the first option. If you choose this option, I want you to keep your elbows up about nose height so that the elbow is parallel, not lower, parallel to the shoulder. Okay, second option, cross your right arm under the left, bend your elbows, and then you can stop here. So this is the back of the hands together. Again, the elbows will go up. So I'm just bringing them down just to show, but you want to bring them up. So they're about nose height or parallel. Third option is you wrap the right hand and clasp the wrist. Again, elbows up. Option number 1, 2, and 3. From here, take a deep breath in, sit up tall, and exhale, twist to your right. Inhale, squeeze the thighs together. Keep those elbows high. Keep twisting. And slowly back to center. Let the elbows drop. Hold the twisted position or the elbows together and inhale up. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. And back up to center. Drawing the elbows up again. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale. Exhale. Keep holding. Squeeze those legs together. Sitting tall. One more breath here. And slowly back to center. Uncross the arms. And first, just shake them out. Shake out the shoulders, the hands. Good. Uncross your legs. Take your feet wide and rock your knees from side to side. You can do it all on the other side now. Okay, so coming back to sitting up nice and tall. First, cross the left leg over the right. Extend the arms. And again, you have your three options. So the first option is elbows together, palms together. Second option, cross the left arm under the right. Bend the elbows, bring the backs of the hands together. Elbows up. Third option, clasp the right wrist. Again, elbows up. Now squeeze those thighs together. Flex your left foot. Take a deep breath in. Sit up nice and tall. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, holding the twist here, maybe going a bit deeper with the exhale. Keep the elbows high. Breathe into the back, breathe into the shoulders. And slowly back to center. Drop the elbows, hold the pose, and inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower. Squeeze the thighs together, squeeze the belly. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down and then come back to center and exhale, twist to your right. And slowly come back to center. Uncross your arms. Uncross your legs. And just shake the arms, the wrists out. Just let it go. Rock your knees from side to side. Okay, and we're going to come all the way up to standing here. Okay, so standing in front of your chair, first just circle your wrists. We did a little bit of wrist work. I know that you're probably doing wrist work every single day when you're typing. So it's always good to just circle the joints. One direction, the other, just check in. Now open the hands, close them. Open, close, good. Take your feet wide and root your feet. Now, notice if your toes are wider than your heels. I want you to have your heels wider than your toes, or at least parallel. And standing up nice and tall here. Squeeze the belly. Now bring your attention to your feet, root your feet into the ground. Slightly bend your knees so they're not locked. They're not really bent, but they're also not locked. Clasp your hands behind your back. Now squeeze the belly as you breathe in. Reach the crown of your head up to the sky. Tuck your chin and exhale, fold forward, reaching your hands up to the sky. Tuck your chin. Take a deep breath in, come halfway up. And then exhale, fold. Reach your hands up. Inhale. Exhale, go a little bit deeper. Reach the hands further. Draw the elbows together. Squeeze here. Inhale. One more breath here. And slowly come all the way up. Bringing the hands down and then release the hands. And start to draw your heels together and your toes. Heels, toes, heels, toes. Okay. And take your feet slightly wider than hip width distance apart and just make big circles with your hips. Just checking in, noticing how they're feeling. One big circle, one direction. And then switching directions. Just doing that a few times. You can switch again. Just checking in here. Good, okay. I'm gonna move into a warrior stance, seated. So first you have two options. You can do it from standing or you can do it from seated. I'll start with standing. You'll take your right foot forward, your left foot back. It doesn't have to be a very long stance. Your left foot is diagonal about 45 degrees. And you're facing the thin edge of your mat. Your chest is up, the crown of the head is up, and you bend your right knee. Root your feet into the ground. So really press your heels in, the toes. Press the toe in, big toe, the middle toes, the baby toe. Bend your knees a little bit more. Squeeze the belly, reach the chest up. And then we'll bring the arms into it. Inhale. So this is warrior. The other option is you can be sitting on the chair to do this pose. So this allows you to go a little bit deeper. So you just find what works for you. So for me today, I'm going to stay in my warrior pose standing, but the chair can be right underneath. Bring the arms into it. We'll inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Squeeze the belly. Inhale. And exhale. Bring your hands to your hips. Straighten your right leg. Step your left foot forward and switch. So now the right foot is back out 45 degrees. You can turn again to do the pose on the chair if you'd like. I'm just going to stay standing. Root both feet into the mat and bend your left knee. Press into the base of your big toe. Press into your baby toe. All the toes in between. Press into your heels. Squeeze the belly. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up. Exhale, lower. Bring your hands to your hips, straighten your left leg. Step your right foot forward. Good. Okay, coming all the way back to sitting down. And do boat pose in the chair. Sit towards the front of your chair and place your hands on the side. So sitting up nice and tall, raise your right leg and lower. Inhale, raise the left leg and lower. This is where it gets tricky. Sitting up nice and tall, take a deep breath in, raise both legs, and let's hold here. You can. If this becomes too much for you, you can lower one leg and then switch. Okay, we're going to hold for 5 breaths. Take a deep breath in here, sitting up nice and tall. And exhale, raise your legs up. Inhale. Exhale. Whoops. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more breaths here. Last one. And slowly lower your feet to the ground. I did 5 minutes of scissor kicks this weekend, so I really felt that. Okay. So reach your feet in the ground and then hug your right knee in towards your right armpit and give it a good squeeze. Take a deep breath in here and exhale, squeeze. And maybe circle the toes in one direction, getting some movement in the foot and the ankle, and then in the other direction. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale. Release your right foot to the ground. Squeeze your left knee in, sitting up nice and tall. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, squeeze, and then you can start to circle that foot. Good. And slowly release your left foot down to the ground. Take your feet wide and just rock your knees from side to side, just getting some internal and external rotation. Just noticing how that feels. I'm going to finish off with a little bit of eye yoga. So come back to a comfortable seated position. Take a deep breath in and roll the shoulders back and down. Sitting up tall. And just tuck your chin, keeping it nice at the back of the neck, nice and long. Extend your right hand and gaze at your right fingernail. So your hand is extended right in front. We'll take a deep breath. This is so great for the eyes. So take a deep breath in. As you exhale, follow your fingers as you draw your hand out to the right, keeping your head still so we don't turn the head. Bring your finger all the way out until it's no longer in your peripheral vision. And then back in. This is also really great for stimulating the brain, getting blood flow around the eyes. Now draw your finger up to the top right corner, keeping your head still, and back down. Bottom right corner. And back to center. All the way up. And back down. And down. And switch fingers. Gazing at your left fingers all the way out to the left, keeping your head still. And back to center. Top left. And back to center. Bottom left. And back to center. Releasing your hand. Just do big circles with your eyes, starting at the top, looking up, and then around, moving in a clockwise direction. And then going in the other direction. Okay, from here, just close your eyes. Rub your palms together until you feel warmth between them and cup them over your eyes. And let the muscles in your eyes relax. Just take a few breaths here. Remembering to keep your chin tucked and continuing to sit up tall but not stiff. Just notice and check in on how you're feeling. Notice if you're clenching your jaw, your teeth. Let your jaw relax, let your tongue and lips relax. And when you're ready, open your eyelids, part your fingers, and dry your hands down your goose, gently transitioning back to light. Thumbs to forehead, calm mind. Thumbs to lips, kind words. Thumbs to heart, compassionate actions. Namaste.